Can I suggest to you that your mind is a womb? Your mind is a womb. And a thought is a sperm. And God wants to impregnate you in your mind with his thoughts about why you were born. And when you produce what you produce, they call it your brain child. iPhone, Stephen Jobs' brain child. Can a brain have children? You know what's wrong in our own country, the Bahamas? We are barren in our brains. Our government cannot conceive new ideas anymore, it seems. When you start adopting old babies, interpret that if you will, then that means that you are infertile. You were sent to earth like a womb because God has a baby he wants you to bring forth. And he puts it in your mind, he says. And he says, if you've been thinking it all these years, it is right. Stop looking for prophecy. This ministry didn't start from no visitation from no angel and no prophet. I had an idea. That's all. And the idea never left me. And then I met Pastor Richard, and he had the same idea. And then I met Pastor Henry. He had the same idea. I met Pastor Dave. He had the same idea. I met Pastor Jay. He had the same idea. And we decided, you know something? This idea won't leave any of us. Let's do it. Today, we are reaching millions of people around the world. What are you waiting for? What do you dream about from the Philippines? Just think about it. Your culture tells you all you can do is keep somebody's house. And God says, no, that's just temporary. He sends you away to isolate you so you could think. He hides you in someone's house so you can't be interrupted. So you can hear his voice and his thoughts can impregnate your mind. At the food store yesterday, I was checking out, and the young man was packing the bag. And I said, you know, son, you know, he was so overwhelmed, you know, that I was there, you know, the young man was, he said, I saw you on TV. I said, yes, I'm the guy on TV. I said, you know, I used to do this. I used to pack bags in City Meat Market. He said, you used to? I said, yes. I worked 4 years packing bags after school in a food store. All of a sudden he changed. He said, you mean if you pack bag, you'll become like you? I said, absolutely yes. Give God a hand for a wise young man. Where you are is not permanent. Measure your life not by your present condition, but by the condition of your thinking. What's in your brain? What does God put in your mind? What do you have in your heart? That's where God says you're going. Tell him, I'm going there, I'm going there, I'm going there. That's what God has for you. He says the plans of the righteous man are what? Right. He says, so don't get counsel from who? The wicked and the deceitful. Now the word deceitful is important here. Some people, if you tell them what's in your mind, their deceitfulness will cause an abortion or miscarriage. They will destroy your dreams with their tongue. They'll poison your baby with their language. Who do you think you are? That will never happen. You ain't from the right family. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no connections. You ain't got no the right relationship. Your skin wrong. Your nose too big. They tell you everything. They are deceitful. What they want you to do is to be just like them. They ain't doing nothing. Stay away from the counsel of the wicked and protect your baby. Oh, my brother-in-law, you got to watch that. You got to say, God, keep me in the right environment. Sometimes in a board meeting, you got to protect your thoughts. Because even board members can start throwing stuff out in a meeting, and it starts eating away at your dream. And you got to protect yourself by talking to yourself. Sometimes you're in a group of investment, and these people start talking what can't happen. You got to start thinking, boy, I got to protect this dream. Sometimes you got to cut off a relationship, or you have to actually cut off a contractual agreement with someone because they are now thinking negatively. Listen, write this down. Proverbs 12 verse 5. The same verse. It says, the plans of the righteous are just, but the advice of the wicked is full of deceit. Deceit means I have a plan in my mind for you to destroy you. That's deceitfulness. I have an alternative plan that I didn't tell you about, and even though I may tell you something positive, I'm really trying to get you to do something negative. I'm trying to destroy you. That's deceitfulness. It's called misrepresenting yourself. There are people who they don't mean you any good. And so it's so important for you to watch yourself.